Good morning, everybody. Tom Leahy, Optima Med, and we're back online with you this wonderful Friday morning before the Easter holidays. We are really excited today to have a special guest with us, Mark Freelander with Senior Assisted Solutions. And the reason he's in the room with me today is we were having a conversation a few days ago, and we realized that there's, a relationship between our two businesses, and it also has to do with those parents who are faced with the reality of aging parents that they're needing to take care of, find a place for them because they can no longer take care of themselves on their own, and are also faced with college-bound children, getting ready to launch. And how do you deal with that financially, and what's out there that it can help? And so we thought there'd be a great opportunity, one, to talk a little bit about that, and also I wanted to introduce Mark to everybody. So anyway, Mark, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, Tom.
Tell us a little bit about your perspective on the senior aging population and how you interact with parents who have this situation with aging parents.
Sure. Just a little bit, if I can step back and just tell them a little bit about my business, because a lot of people don't even understand the concept.
Be good.
So I help families solve the complexities of senior living, all at no cost to the family. I'm compensated by the communities, whether it's assisted living, memory care, or independent living. And a lot of the times when I'm working with families, they just don't know where to go, how to start, how do you get started. They don't want to make a mistake, and they just put off the inevitable, and eventually it ends up being a lot of times too far down the path. So for me, when I speak with a family, it's all about being more proactive than reactive. So when you hear somebody who's not socializing with people of their same generation, they've kind of isolated themselves in their home,
right.
They're unbalanced, they're having falls more often, most likely that pattern is going to continue to repeat, and then eventually they might be in a situation where they have to do something, and they're going to work from a reactive mode, and most likely by working from a reactive mode, most of the time the outcome isn't going to be as great.
Great, wonderful. I picked up on something that you said, and that was a lot of people don't even know where to start. They don't know what's available or even how to begin to look for an appropriate place. And those same words are often what I hear when we talk about college and that eventuality. How so many parents and students too, they don't know where to begin, how to start planning for that, and how to deal with it financially. And so we can put that plan in place for them, for their children, and help financially make it efficient, so they also have the capability financially to do the things they need to help their parents.
Yeah, and for me, it's all about time, right? We can put things off and put it off and put it off, but really when they start working with me, if we feel that going to an assisted living community is going to be beneficial, then it's all about the process, okay? And it's all about keeping the ball moving, and it's all about when do we engage the aging parent. So we don't engage the aging parent at the beginning of the process, that we don't really know what we're doing it. We engage them later on if they can be part of the decision-making process. That's great. For me, the sweet spot is from the time I talk to somebody is 6 to 8 weeks. It sounds like pretty fast, but it's not. It's actually a good amount of time. I've helped people where we've had to move them within 1 week. Not a good situation for the family, very stressful.
Right.
And usually if we're going to wait past it, 6 to 8 weeks, that's fine. But what are you doing for your loved one in their home in another 3 months, 6 months from now, where they're going to be in a better position than they are today? Are we going to continue to repeat the pattern, or are you actually going to do something about it?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
And for me, like we said, it is a little bit of an unknown. So for me, I really understand the industry. I understand the marketplace. I know a lot of things that most people would not know. For instance, last year, 25% of my families that I helped came from an existing senior living community, actually. So they either went to the wrong community the first time, the second time, or actually I had a family that went to the wrong community 3 times. And it's either that's one part of it, or they've kind of outgrown what the community can offer them generally in terms of care.
Yeah.
And of those people that I've moved, they haven't moved out of those communities that I've placed them in. They've actually flourished
Great.
and done a better
Yeah.
job.
Wonderful. And it's the same relationship too in terms of college situation, that being proactive and planning ahead of time, not waiting till you have a senior in high school and going, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? You have to be proactive, and it's that planning and the process, as you said, following the process, whether it's college or with senior parents. The process and planning is what really increases the chances that either one of these circumstances will turn out successfully.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I agree. There are a lot of benefits from a senior living community. People of the generation that are going in, they view it as a skilled nursing facility, more institutionalized. It's not institutionalized. A lot of these communities, especially the ones that are being built or even some that are being retrofitted, have restaurant-style dining. They have movie theaters. They have all different common spaces, cafes, bistros, a lot of different things that can help their loved one, as well as programming, which is very important. Having the right programming, whether it's at the community or sometimes I do external programming, going to different venues throughout Richmond.
And the best part is your services are free to the family.
My services are free to the family. It's good that you brought that up. So sometimes my families feel like, okay, it's free to the family, but the community is probably going to charge me more because they're working through you. In fact, I actually can save families money.
Wow, okay.
Last year, I saved a family $7,000 a year by just having a conversation with the community of what they could do in order to bridge the gap.
Fantastic. So how do people get in touch with you, Mark?
So the best way to get in touch with me is go to either my website, which is www.seniораssistedssolutionsva.com, or to call me direct. That would be a good way to get in touch with me on my cell, 973-650-2720, or just search Senior Assisted Solutions, RVA or Richmond, and you should come up and get me.
Okay. And if you have a junior in high school, it's time to get busy, so reach out to us. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Thank you.